Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I hope you're all having a great day so far. So in today's video, it's going to be the first of hopefully many new reaction videos I'm going to be doing on the channel. So basically, yeah, I just want to react to a bunch of different stuff. This one's going to be around a space theme video from a YouTube channel called Destiny. I love space stuff, if you couldn't tell by everything around me. So I love everything to do with space. I love learning about it. I love seeing new cool pictures and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're going to go and watch this video. I'm going to react to it. Hope you guys enjoyed. The link to the description, or the link for this channel will be in the description below. So please make sure you go check them out if you do like it. And yeah, let's get on with the video. Alright guys, so let's get the video going. This video in particular is about real images from our solar system, which is just sick. I love seeing new pictures and new cool stuff that we're learning about very near to us anyway in the universe. It's really cool. So let's jump in.
Before modern telescopes, humans could only imagine what the surface of the sun and the planets looked like. Now, advanced technology has made it possible to get in close and take images of the sun and the planets deep in our solar system. Now, get ready to see the solar system as you've never seen it before, and see images that were so good they shocked astronomers.
God damn. God damn. Alright, I'm down. We're getting all space geeky up in this bitch, dude. Let's go.
Burning with the energy of 1 trillion nuclear bombs per second, the sun is the largest body in our solar system, accounting for 99.86% of the total mass. Jesus. One of the most dramatic images of the sun was captured by the Solar Dynamics Observatory on August 31st, 2012, when a long filament of solar material that had been hovering in the sun's atmosphere erupted into outer space. This beautiful but deadly coronal mass ejection, CME, traveled at over 900 miles per second. The planet
900 miles a second. Jesus. For all that stuff.
Closest to the sun, orbiting at an average distance of 36 million miles, Mercury has been studied by many spacecraft throughout the years. But NASA's Messenger spacecraft was the first to orbit the planet. Images showed the surface covered in craters in all sizes and massive asteroid impact sites like the Van Eyck crater, which is 168 miles in diameter, and the Caloris Basin, which is 960 miles in diameter, with mountains at the outer rim 1.2 miles high.
Wait, at the outer rim of the explosion, it was 1.2 miles high. Imagine how big the asteroid was that hit this. Also, I from the looks of it, I don't think Mercury has that much of an atmosphere, because otherwise it would burn up a lot more. But it's just, it looks like a moon. It looks like it's just been absolutely pummeled. But again, I'm not an expert by any means. I just love this stuff.
These are images with spectral surface measurements that were taken on April the 29th, 2015. Messenger snapped more than 200,000 images of Mercury before ending its mission in 2015 with an intentional crash into the planet's surface. The probe's demise was inevitable, as Messenger had been orbiting Mercury since March 2011 and had run out of fuel. Right before impact, it sent back its final image, the highest resolution photo of Mercury ever captured. You'd think that Mercury would be the hottest planet because it's the closest to the sun, but our next planet is actually the hottest in the solar system.
Yeah.
The second planet from the sun, and also Earth's closest neighboring planet, Venus, has a thick atmosphere made up mostly of carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen gas, which traps the heat of the sun, making it a hellish world. Venera 13 was a probe built in the Soviet Union for the Venera program to explore Venus. It was the first lander to transmit color images from the surface of Venus. Venus is a hot world, with surface temperatures as high as 880 degrees Fahrenheit. The probe was designed to only last 30 minutes, but it must have been built like a tank, because it continued to transmit data and images for more than 2 hours after landing on March the 1st, 1982.
Nice, dude. Classic Soviet.
NASA then sent the Magellan spacecraft to Venus in 1990 to image and map the entire surface. It sent back images of the planet's surface showing evidence of volcanism, tectonic plate movement, turbulent surface winds, and miles of lava channels, including one measuring 5,550 miles long.
What?
Another incredible image of the volcano including one measuring 5,550.
So that's a lava river that is 5,550 miles long. That's crazy. That's honestly crazy. That's so, like, the fact that it stays hot, obviously on Earth, it'll come straight out and like solidify pretty quickly because it's not that hot here at all. But because of how hot it is there, it just keeps going. Dude, that's crazy. So cool.
50 miles long. Another incredible image of the volcano Mat Mons that rises 3 miles. Once Magellan was finished mapping the entire surface, it also ended its mission and crashed into the fiery planet.
Okay, so they like to crash into planets after they've done
stuff. The third rock from the sun, the Earth, is very unique and
Earth,
the only place known to have life in the solar system. There have been lots of amazing images taken of the planet we live on, but modern satellite photos are probably the most breathtaking, like this image from NASA of the Earth as it looks right now. This amazing true color image was taken by NASA's Moderate Resolution Imaging Spectroradiometer from 22,000 miles above the Earth and shows North and South America as they appear from orbit.
Yo, I had no idea that like West America was this deserty. So if this is actual pictures from orbit, I had no idea it was like, look how dry it looks here. I had no idea. I knew it was obviously hot. I didn't realize, and I thought it was hot out towards like Vegas and stuff, but I didn't realize what big of a chunk of America was kind of dry and desert like savannah like. That's so cool.
The moon also making a guest appearance in the background.
Nice.
And on December the 14th, 2020, NASA captured a total solar eclipse with the GOES 16. That's quite amazing. But here is something you may not have seen. In March 2011, a Russian satellite named Electro-L captured incredibly detailed images of the Earth that appear to rival NASA images. Many claimed that they are more accurate and show different things, but NASA say they're not accurate.
Of course
we're not sure. But which images do you think are the best?
So it's just still NASA and the Russians going at each other. How long is this going to friggin' happen for? I did see that the Russians are leaving the International Space Station or building their own one, which I don't know if that's good or bad, to be honest. Because God knows what sort of experiments they'll be doing up on their own one when everyone else can't see. Oh well.
And by the way, remember the Messenger spacecraft? It snapped a photo of the Earth and of the Moon and sent us a postcard before speeding towards Mercury. Mars has always been of great interest to humans. The fourth planet from the Sun, the red Martian planet, has been studied heavily. The Viking Orbiter 1 took stunning snapshots of Mars in 1979. Like this photo of the Valles Marineris. And the Viking 2 orbiter snapped an image showing the southern polar plains and polar ice cap. In 2013, the Mars European Space Agency's Mars Express took highly detailed images of Hebes Chasma, the northernmost part of Valles Marineris, as seen in this movie created from the images.
That's so cool.
But since then, 4 rovers have already been on the planet's surface, studying and snapping photos. The images from the Mars Curiosity rover, including a selfie, were the most incredible images from the surface of an alien world. This is a 1.8 billion panoramic view made up of over 1,200 images of Mars as seen by Curiosity, which is still operational.
Still going.
The largest planet in our solar system, the gas giant Jupiter, has the most unique look of all the planets, with its giant great red spot, a storm on the planet that's been raging for 350 years and is so large it could swallow the Earth whole. On July 10th, 2017, the Juno spacecraft...
So, you know Jupiter, guys, I'm not sure. Like, it's a gas giant, obviously, but it does have, like, a center of solid as well, right? It does have, like, there is solid, like, rock and earth or land, basically, in the middle, but it's just got massive gas. Is that right? If anyone, like, can correct me, please put it in the comments or let me know. I should probably look that up, to be fair. But Jupiter is crazy. It's just, like, mainly gas, but there must be stuff at the middle as well. But I've never really looked that up, to be honest, so I'll have to look that up.
Flew just 5,600 miles above the Great Red Spot and nabbed the closest image of the massive storm ever taken.
Jesus.
This image, a bit farther away, is a little bit truer in color to what we would see if we were orbiting Jupiter. But Juno also captured unbelievable images of polar regions, which cannot be seen from Earth. And
Wow.
what surprised astronomers was that Jupiter's north pole has 8 storms swirling at its center, and they...
Dude, that's crazy. 8 storms swirling at its center on the North Pole, right? What? That is insane. That looks almost like man-made. Or maybe not man-made, but made. For them all to be there, I wonder how long they've been there for. That is insane.
North Pole has 8 storms swirling at its center, and they're laid out in a precise geometric pattern, the storms appearing as stable fixtures in Jupiter's atmosphere, and not normal weather. But more incredible photos would come, and on November the 13th, 2018, a new image from Juno was created using data from the JunoCam imager that's nothing short of breathtaking.
Wow.
And on June 27th, 2019, the Hubble telescope captured the planet's trademark Great Red Spot, which researchers say is shrinking.
So was the Great Red Spot it must have been created by a big old asteroid or something hitting it, do you think? Or do you think it's something underneath it that's creating it? But if it's shrinking, but it's been there for 350 years, didn't he say? That's honestly crazy.
Its trademark Great Red Spot, which researchers say is shrinking. We got an awesome video coming up on Jupiter, so make sure not to miss it.
I won't miss it.
As the number one contender for the most beautiful celestial body in the solar system, Saturn is hard to beat with its iconic rings.
Dude.
And probably the best images of Saturn to date come from the Cassini-Huygens spacecraft. On October 21st, 2002, the spacecraft was 177 million miles away from Saturn when it snapped this photo. And on March the 27th, 2004, as it got closer, took this natural color image as it neared its arrival into Saturn's orbit. Now here's a mind-blowing image of Saturn you may never have seen before.
The sun behind
This
it.
is Saturn backlit by the sun, and with that added light, Cassini was able to image the ring system.
That looks amazing. Dude, that would be... What? Isn't it crazy that this is, like, in our solar system? This planet, look how beautiful it is. If it wasn't in our solar system, you just assume it was from, like, some sci-fi movie. It's so cool. Man, I feel so lucky to be alive when I look at all this space stuff. I feel so lucky that we're just all slightly evolved monkeys that can now see this amazing stuff. And we've sent probes out all over our solar system looking at all this different stuff. Humans are awesome. We also are idiots as well, but hopefully we figure things out.
By the sun, and with that added light, Cassini was able to image the ring system in a way not possible from Earth, and the result is stunning. But in 2004, the Hubble telescope was also in on the action and snapped an amazing photo of an aurora. In 2016, the Cassini spacecraft sent back images of Saturn's northern hemisphere. What scientists were surprised to see was a hexagonal vortex storms. They've been studied, but no one's sure how this forms. On September the 15th, 20 spacecraft sent back images of Saturn's northern hemisphere.
Storm.
What scientists...
How could a hexagon storm possibly form? Did not mean to rhyme there. But seriously, how could that happen? If the planet is spherical, and we've just seen Jupiter had those weird storms on the top as well. So it seems like the poles of these planets have got something really, really strange going on. But where do hexagons form naturally in nature? I mean, bees form them, but those are creatures forming hexagons. I guess crystals can form like hexagon kind of shapes. The Giant's Causeway in islands like hexagon, but I've always thought that was like, if you haven't seen what the Giant's Causeway is, you have to look that up. It's crazy. But basically, hexagons very rarely form naturally, especially in like a gas form. And he said it's a hexagonal storm. We still don't understand how that's happened. That's weird. Dude, my brain's going to aliens. Or maybe a previous existence of humanity that was extinct on there somehow. We somehow had this. I don't know. I'm just chatting shit at this point. But that is weird.
Was surprised to see was a hexagonal vortex storms. They've been studied, but no one's sure how this forms. On September the 15th, 2017, the spacecraft made its final approach towards the gas giant, and before sending this final image, burned up in Saturn's atmosphere like a meteor.
Classic.
Known as the sideways planet because it rotates on its side, the seventh
wonder how
planet
that
from the
happens.
Sun. One of the best images taken, Voyager 2, made a flyby of the
See, obviously most planets that rotate around on an axis like this, but I think Uranus somehow goes like this, but still goes round the sun that way, but it's rotating sideways instead of rotating round as it's going around the sun. Did you think it got like hit by a huge asteroid or something and like completely knocked it off? Dude, look how like one color this is. It's just one color. Earth is so many different colors. A lot of these planets just seem to be like one. Obviously, Jupiter's not.
planet in 1999, and this image was taken using 3 color filters. And on July the 11th and 12th, 2004, a composite image of Uranus obtained by the Keck telescope was published showing the icy cold world and its rings. Those bright spots that you see on the surface of the planet are auroras. In November of 2011, the Hubble telescope snapped an awesome image of Uranus, and a colorized photo shows an icy blue sphere with red rings. And in 2017, the Hubble telescope captured auroras again on Uranus.
So auroras are like the aurora borealis in on Earth. So you know, like up north in like Norway and Alaska and all this stuff, it's got really really cool like green stuff. But basically, that's what these are, but just on the other planets.
Neptune is the 8th planet in our solar system and the farthest away from the Sun. The only spacecraft that's being close to Neptune is Voyager 2. One image taken by the spacecraft shows a giant storm raging on the surface of the planet, Neptune's great dark spot.
Dude, it's
Before
so
Voyager
blue.
2 would complete its mission and head towards interstellar space, it
Is
made
it
a
really
close
that
approach
blue?
and snapped this image, showing bright cloud streaks in Neptune's atmosphere. The Hubble telescope has taken a recent image of Neptune and in December 2020 snapped this image with the great dark spot. Because it's so far away from us, the best images we have of Neptune from Earth so far was taken by the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope using a special narrow-field adaptive optics mode of the multi-unit spectroscopic explorer instrument.
Sorry, sir,
Many
say that
argue
one
whether
again.
Pluto is a planet. Large telescope using a special narrow-field adaptive optics mode of the multi-unit spectroscopic explorer instrument.
Jesus. He did
Many
well to
argue
get that all
whether
out.
Pluto is a planet or not, but you're here to see some photos.
We are
One of the
indeed.
clearest images of Pluto that you'll ever see was taken